Hello. It's been a long time since I showed myself to the camera, but completely unrelated video. You might have seen in the past that I posted a video about me unboxing a Chrono Tokyo video, and that video was quite popular. I believe it's because there's not a whole lot of, let's say, there's starting to be, but there's not a whole lot of information available online on those watches. And recently, a couple months ago actually, I was able to acquire two Otsuka Lotec watches. And same thing here, there's really not a whole lot of videos online, showing what's inside the box, unboxing the watch. So I thought, why not, record it myself and post it on the internet so that people can see what is it that you get when you buy a Otsuka Lotec watch. So I'm going to be transitioning to the footage of me opening the watch box, so that you guys can take a look at it. It is a unboxing of the Otsuka Lotec number 6 and the Otsuka Lotec number 5 Kai. In the future, I would love to have the opportunity to buy the 7.5. And it was announced, I think like a month ago or so, the Jiro Katayama number 9, but that is a different beast altogether compared to the Otsuka Lotec pieces. You can go check it out online. The price range is completely different. But yeah, for this video, I'm going to walk you through the packaging, unboxing, what is it that you get when you receive the watch. I'll also, as I open the box and discuss, and keep in mind the footage was recorded 2 or 3 months ago, and it's been sitting in a hard drive up until this point, essentially, when I was able to find some time to edit this whole footage and also add audio. So I'm going to be doing a voiceover as I open the watch box. But yeah, what is it that I wanted to say? I'll definitely be providing some tips on how you can acquire an Otsuka Lotec for yourself. What is the entire process like? And I think this is also adds to the mystique of the watches, is that they are exclusive to the Japanese domestic market. So you do need to work a bit to be able to get them in Europe, where I live. But yeah, it is entirely possible. And I'll be definitely discussing the acquisition process of the Otsuka Lotecs that I have. Also, I'll be throwing in a couple of anecdotes as well as I walk you through the process. But yeah, again, sorry, speaking too much. I'll transition now to the footage of me opening the Otsuka Lotec boxes that I received. Thank you so much. So, here we are. Unlike my initial video where I unboxed the Chrono Tokyo watch, the Sensu NOS, this one I'm actually going to be speaking a bit while I unbox the box. So I think you saw in the background the Precision magazine just before I put the box on the table, but the Precision magazine is from Precision Watch Tokyo, the mother brand of the Chrono Tokyo, and I believe it's owned by Hajime Asaoka. I might be completely incorrect. These are all facts and factoids that I read online or I listen, but yeah, terrible memory over here. But yeah, Chrono Tokyo, definitely an important piece of the puzzle when trying to acquire these Otsuka Lotec watches in Europe. And when you buy one of them directly from the source, they will come to you in this big FedEx box straight from the source. You see that I remove my address for reasons, of course, but yeah, you see they come in a big box. So it's time to pull them out. You might be noticing that on my wrist I do have another Chrono Tokyo other than my Sensu NOS. That Chrono Tokyo in particular that I'm wearing in this video is a star dial, and I acquired it back in February or April of 2025. I don't recall exactly when. It's been a rough month. Rough year, definitely. And I acquired it after meeting Hajime Asaoka at the Académie Horlogère des Créateurs Indépendants, their event that they host every year, a bit before, if I'm not mistaken, the Watches and Wonders event. So yeah, I acquired it at that time, the watch, so I'm very happy to also have it. It's quite, it's very tiny, it's very classical looking, but I don't have a big wrist, as you can see from my hand. But getting back to the Otsukas, you see that each Otsuka model comes in this white cardboard box. And the first one that I'm opening is the Otsuka Lotec number 6. Here you go. And when you open it, it comes with a piece of cardboard with a photo of the watch, so you know exactly what is that you're getting. Small note on the back. Yeah, nice cardboard stock, but what you're really interested in is what's inside, of course. This quite nice looking mechanical watch. Yeah, but before that, you do have go through the usual, your warranty card, and I believe there's also a instruction manual with the watch. But if even if it's your first time interacting with a jump hour watch, there's nothing really outstanding or truly difficult in managing the watch, in arranging and putting the time on the watch. So yeah, but it's nice to it's a nice extra that you have with a watch to be expected, of course. But yeah, the the Otsuka Lotec number 6 really became quite popular a few years back, um, prompted by, I believe it won a prize from the GPHE as well. And yeah, super cool looking watch. Super cool looking watch. Bit of a steampunk element, but not too much, which makes it quite nice. I think there are watches that, of course, use the steampunk design elements, perhaps a bit too much. I'm not a big fan of that design aesthetic, but for this one, it's pared down just enough that it kind of looks like an appliance, a traditional appliance that you would see in some sort of refinery, more industrial looking type of environment. And this is why I quite like this watch. Plus, and don't tell anyone I told you this, but I do have a bit of a hard time sometimes looking at the time in a traditional watch, having grown my whole life as a kid with digital watches. So yeah, this one is quite simple. You just look at the pointers and there's a number, and you look at the number, and my soft brain can quickly see the hours. Yeah, coming back to the watch, you see the nice box. It comes in a very nice box with a nice snapback effect when you open it. Comes with a cloth, and there you go, the watch itself. I'm not going to bore you with details on log dimension, diameter, thick, all that, even the caliber. You can quickly find the spreadsheet details online very quickly. You see here that I'm actually struggling a bit with my camera. I'm not a professional videographer or anything, so I'm just trying to make sure that you are able to see the watch inside the plastic. Of course, moment of truth here. I could just keep the watch as it is, not even opening the box and resell it. But that's not the purpose of it. I do wear mine quite a lot, so it's time to remove the plastic. Yeah, of course, automatic. So you see automatic movements, quite nice. I don't remember the reserve, but yeah. I mean, what else is there to say about this watch that hasn't already been said by everyone speaking about independent watchmakers? But yeah, it's a lovely watch. It retails for a reasonable amount. Unfortunately, resale is quite drastic due to the fact that the watch is exclusively available in Japan, which is quite a shame. I'm not sure if they will. ever or if they are willing to pursue commercialization outside of Japan, like Corona did. I do know, I think that for the purposes of manufacturing these Otsukas, that Katayama-san is actually sourcing some support from Precision Watch Tokyo. So maybe they are able to expand their production to allow for overseas orders. But right now, this is a Japanese domestic only product. So you do have to go through some hoops if if you wish to. But still, I did promise I would provide some pointers on how to obtain the watch directly from the source. I mean, all I can tell you really is that you have to involve yourself in some way with the Precision Watch Tokyo company family of brands. So, be it Kurono Tokyo, be it Takano. Now, Takano is also under the Precision Watch Tokyo umbrella. And eventually, you get to a point with the brand, with Kurono or Takano, that maybe, perhaps, you could be in a position where if you express your interest in obtaining a Otsuka Lotec piece, you could potentially have it. So that's great. So this is what I can tell you. I can also tell you that so when I went to the aforementioned event at the Académie des Horlogers Indépendants in Geneva in April, I had the chance to meet Hajime Asaoka directly. I was also invited to a private event that they had in Geneva around the time of Watches and Wonders. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And super nice person. Super nice. I'm able to speak some very basic Japanese. And I even made a drawing of the event that I'll put a post here so you can see it. Chrono Tokyo shared the drawing, so that was pretty cool. But I was able to express my interest at that event. I would love to be able to purchase a Otsuka Lotec. That was also the first time that I saw a Otsuka Lotec live on the flesh after dating the watch online for many months. At the time, earlier this year, that when the number five Kai, the revision of the original number five, had just been launched. They started shipping a couple weeks back. So I recall at Watches and Wonders I had seen a person with a number five Kai, so that was pretty cool. And then at the event, I was able to actually see it in the flesh and touch it myself, touch the watch, even put it in my wrist myself. And I really like the number five. I believe I think I like it more than the previous model that I just showed you, which I completely just forgot the number. So I'm doing this without a script, so apologies. But yeah, the number six. Yeah. So when I had the chance, I also said, hey, yeah, I would also love to buy the number five. I would really appreciate it. Plus, the resale amount for this watch at the time, I believe still is. It's quite the demanding price. It's quite the demanding price for if you can get it outside of resale. I say go for it. But yeah, I expressed my interest to obtain both of these watches. I just want to also give a big shout out to when I met Hajime Asaoka for the first time at the event, I was accompanied by my friend Min Hoon, a watchmaker in South Korea, and I had the chance to also try at that time the is carved piece watch. So and then I made an order with him. So I'm very looking forward to that as well. So huge shout out to Min Hoon. Uh, I quite enjoy his card piece, and I can't wait to receive it in 2029, 2030. I don't recall exactly. But yeah, the guy makes, he's making it all alone, so it takes some time. But yeah, number 5 Kai, coming back to it. You see it comes in exactly the same packaging as the previous number 6. Nothing crazy, same papers, same cardboard, same type of box. It's just that the watch is, yeah, it's a different model. It's a super cool model, and I have to say, it's a great model. It's not so much as a dress watch. Not that I have the need to have a dress watch. My work environment is quite informal, but for the times when you are wearing a shirt, it actually allows you to still see the time even without the watch fully exposed because it tells time on the side as the satellite disk, the wandering hours mechanism goes. The time you actually look at from the right, only on the right side of the display. So that's quite a novel mechanism. I mean, not novel. It's you can also see it in the I believe in the Audemars Piguet Star Wheel, but it's a magnitude of price. And some Buchwerk models, I think that's how you say it. But the those models, I think they're a bit too mechanically aggressive and skeletonized and all that, which I'm not entirely a big fan. I appreciate the cleaner aesthetic of this one. Again, resell or not? Of course not. Tear off the plastic. There you go. You have some very blurry shots of the number 5 Kai. You can see me widening it. It also has a very nice crunch. It is a Miyota caliber, but with enough modifications to, yeah, to be something a bit different. It has the world's smallest ball bearing or something. It's a record that the watch has, but I much prefer it for its aesthetic qualities. I think it's a very well accomplished watch, tremendously accomplished watch. I'm super happy to have it. If you are concerned that these watches might be a bit too big for you, don't. My wrist is very, very tiny. I have a tiny wrist. I'm not able to give you the measurements, but my wrist is very small. You see the wandering hours mechanism here happening? Yeah, probably my favorite of the two. I have a soft spot for the number 6.5 as well, because it's probably the quickest one to actually see the time. Because for this one, you do need to explain as well when someone is looking at it. Same for the number 7 that I just showed you as well. But for that one, the 6.5, it's super easy to see the time. I'm hoping to be able to be proposed, perhaps, mayhaps, the model for purchase in the future. Maybe. I would hope. Maybe we'll have an event in Geneva next year. I don't know. But yeah, super, super cool watch. And of course, you all saw the new model from Jiro Katayama, signed Jiro Katayama. So it's technically a Jiro Katayama watch. It doesn't have the Otsuka Lotec branding on it, I think. Someone will tell you wrong online, but yeah, that's a different magnitude of price with the caliber inside being more. I believe it's a custom caliber, but I might be wrong. But it has a tourbillon, as they say. It has a chiming mechanism as well. But yeah, tremendous watch. But alas, I don't have 100K. I'm not sure how do you even apply to purchasing it. I'm sure I will probably see it next year at watches, events, and fairs. Maybe not. Yeah, I hope so. I would love to see it. It looks quite nice. But or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they're still producing and only one prototype is available. I don't know. But yeah, this was the Otsuka Lotec unboxing. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was more entertaining than the first Corona Tokyo, where I'm actually speaking through the process. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone.